For my artifact for the ePortfolio for EDCE 6051, I'm choosing my Sandbox. And we had to create an environment based on a unit, and the unit I chose was accommodating different learning styles in the online classroom. I am actually doing a screen recording to show the different aspects that I learned and was very beneficial as we transitioned online prematurely because of COVID-19. So basically, I had an area where there were 4 announcements, and in the announcement area I said basically follow me, welcome, and also general announcements. We had to create an environment that would be attractive and inviting, and so I will look at different areas. So let's look at my profile, and the profile would say a little bit about me as well as the area. So basically here, take a journey with me as we learn about accommodating different learning styles in the online environment. You are the driver and I am your guide at your service when you need me. I am Miss Keturah Alfred, your course coordinator. I am from the Nature Isle of the Caribbean, Dominica. I am a mother of 1 son, a wife, and a teacher for the past 15 years. I describe myself as a team player, helpful and resourceful. Having done a master's degree in management and educational leadership with the University of the West Indies Open Campus, and also currently doing a postgraduate diploma in teaching and learning with emerging technologies, this has allowed me to gain hands-on experience in an online environment similar to the one I thought I would be using further down in the future. As such, I understand some of the benefits and challenges, not only with being an adult learner, but also doing it online, and I am well equipped to help you address your concerns as we transition online together. I am here for you throughout the duration of this course, and the hope is that you reach out to me whenever you feel the need to. I assure you that no concern is too small, and in cases where you need further assistance, we have a technical team to do so. Basically, this was my introduction, and then it was just a slight deviation from the real thing that I had to actually go and implement for my colleagues and other persons to help them as they transition online. I made it very comfortable for teachers, not only for the 35 teachers from my school, but from other schools also, and principals, etc., were helping them in such a way that they feel welcome to ask questions and interact with me. So this here actually was doing it theoretically, but then in the end, these were the very words that I would have used to help, in the real circumstance, to help persons feel welcome, my colleagues and subordinates who feel that they could come to me at any time. Let's move on to other areas. So we come from announcements. There's a facilitator student exchange area, right, to facilitate interaction between the tutor or myself and the students. Then there's a student lounge also, but it's more informal, where the students can interact with each other in a non-judgmental environment, or they couldn't interact with myself, right? So this forum is not graded, so students would feel a little more at ease. I have to show you that student lounge. So here we go. The forum is where you can interact with each other in a less formal setting, not graded on any topic interesting you, right? Just be kind, respectful, and open in all your exchanges with your peers. And then one of the discussions that I initiated was what's popping, right? And I'm going to click on it. And basically checking on my students, how are they doing? So there you have it, what's popping, right? Hi guys, as we transition to online learning, I'd like to hear from you. What are your challenges so far? What do you like so far about the online environment? Do you have any concerns or issues or suggestions of best practices you would like to share with us? Is there a way we can help to make your transition even smoother? Let us know. Tell us what's popping in your neck of the woods. We would like to hear from you. And I really liked that idea, and I also could replicate that when we had to transition online, something very similar. So let me go back. There was a quiz based on the unit I had was accommodating different learning styles, so I created a quiz for that, as well as a PowerPoint presentation. We also had, well, we had to include a reflection area, a wiki, so I also did that. And what I would like to also show is my icebreaker. So let's go. So the icebreaker was actually from one of the activities that we actually had to do in the EDC 6050 part of the course. So mine that I created was red light, green light, 1, 2, 3 online version. So it was a combination of 2 childhood games combining together. As we get to know each other, what's better way to start than an icebreaker that caters for different learning styles therein, right? So the students had to make an original post, then they had to use at least, so that is one. They had to use 2 methods in their post, example, words and pictures, audio and pics, videos and drawing, whatever they chose, but just make sure it's 2 methods, different, so catering for different types of students. And then 3, they had to answer any of the 3 questions there, and it's based on an animal, person, place, or thing. So there's a combination of 2 concepts from our childhood games, creating a new version of something for an icebreaker. All right, and I'm very proud of this also. So basically, this activity also helped me learn how to actually be creative and make your own icebreaker for the online environment, maybe even starting with things that the students are familiar with, so that they'll be more even interested to actually participate. There was also a discussion forum on the actual topic of interest, which was accommodating different learning styles. And then the last thing I'll show you would be my introduction and expectation area forum, right? And this actually had basically my expectations and things. Again, you make it as attractive as possible. And apart from the words that we would type written, I also had an audio clipping of the netiquette. What was expected, I used the acronym, so netiquette, the different letters in netiquette, to have reminders for the students, right? So basically that was it. And basically it was also inviting the students to share their own expectations of themselves, of their facilitator, and of the course in general, right? So it helped also with goal setting and so on. Having done this activity in the Sandbox, I have learned a lot, and it was really a good stepping stone to what would actually happen less than no time after. And I am very happy that I chose to do that course. And even the quiz that wasn't shown, making sure different categories and catering for different learners, even in assessment itself. I learned a lot from doing this particular unit, and when I thought it was just for a grade, it ended up being so much beneficial to me and my colleagues, and this is why I chose to showcase it. The only better option I would have had was to actually showcase what I was actually doing in the real world with students as well as teachers. So I set up classrooms for teachers as well as for students, training teachers as well as teaching my students. I would love to have used that as my artifact, but my second option is my Sandbox, Thank you very much for listening.